No one talks about how hard it is to have to walk away from the person that you plan to spend the rest of your life with because they simply couldn't get it together. And when you have to walk away because you've explained to someone, hey, like, this is what I would like, and it's just the bare minimum things, at a certain point you have to love yourself and walk away. Because, like, they're not getting it because they don't want to get it. And that's the thing about men. Men will for the person that they want to be with. So if they're not, because they don't. Doesn't matter how good of a woman you are, like, you're not going to be good enough for the wrong man. So sprinkle, sprinkle.
And now, for the moment all you motherfuckers been waiting for. All my flip mode niggas rise and await for the most powerful event to occur. The coming!
I don't know about you fellas, but, I'm getting real fucking tired. It's 2024, top of 2024, second month, 6 days in, second month, February. And, I can say that, I've reached my limit, with these videos of these black women sitting in their fucking car. They all do the same shit. They sit in their car, they sit in their fucking bedroom, and they in the bathroom. Taking an ass shot or something, taking a over the shoulder, But more importantly than not, we hear these videos, these women with these unrealistic expectations of us and shit. And, just running their fucking mouth and shit. And they always sitting in their car, in various, states of distress or outrage or just outright misandry, running us down and talking about our nature and this and that. And it's like total gaslighting. This bullshit is really the shit that they do. It's the situation that they fucking create as the gatekeepers of sex and nothing else and shit, okay? That's all they have. They got their one trick pony, their one-legged woman in an ass-kicking contest and shit, okay? And they don't realize it until it's too late, and then they stop and bitch about it and poison the next generation of, the next crop and shit. I say fuck all that, obviously. If you listen to any of my content, I told you motherfuckers that you have to let that rotten fruit die on the vine and shit for like the next 4 generations plus. Okay? And rebuild the motherfuckers with women that are not programmed that way. That's pretty hard. That's a daunting task. That's like going out on it looking for the golden fleece. Okay? And I'm looking at this fucking clip and this woman is talking about how men, the shit she said is triggering because it's the complaint that every black man in this fucking country has about black women and shit. It's the same fucking, it's verbatim. She just swapped it out. It's like she traced over somebody else's paper in a test and shit. She's running her mouth. And, not to be rude, but be rude anyway, but being unapologetically masculine and shit. I want to tell a lot of you sisters out there that you don't rate for the shit you want based on your box, okay, based on your looks. You don't rate. You're barely, this chick talking was barely a girl next door, barely. And ain't nobody gonna give her shit unless she there from day one. Unless she handcuffed herself to a LeBron James or whoever the fuck else, from day one. From day one. She has to be there day one and guilt the motherfucker. He had to grow up in that system looking at just her fucking ass and things that look worse than her to think she's something. Okay? They always talking about somebody's looks and, behaviors and the monies they got and shit. But you chicks don't deserve that. Okay? This woman don't. You're just regular. You need a regular dude that makes like upwards of like 38,000 and up. Okay? And nothing above 40. Okay? You're 38,000 to like 44,000. That's what you qualify in a man and shit. But the man that you qualify doesn't deserve your ass and shit. You're substandard, okay? You're below average and shit. You need to go back to kindergarten and shit in the sexual marketplace, okay? You don't rate for shit, okay? Dudes turn up and turn out their inside the pockets for shit they want to F. You're not in any fucking Playboy or online doing shit. You need filters. You need all the help you can get, and eventually probably buy like shitty plastic surgery so that you can look like a fucking humanoid ant like most of these goofies out here. Okay, I'm tired of this shit. Okay, a lot of you basic bitches need to just break your mirrors and get a real mirror. Go get a real mirror so you can see what the fuck you look like and shit. Because everything you bitches talk about is from your boss point of view. How does it feel living out of your cooch? How does it feel? That shit has a limited date on it, okay? Limited date. Recently I seen some shit where somebody suggested that Tisha Martin Campbell was upset with her ex-husband because he had a younger woman and shit. And I want to say that, like, she was mid at best back in the day, but only because she was in a movie she leveled up and shit. And her best look was in, like, physically, was in the first House Party movie. Physically, I'm talking about below the neck, not that fucked up hairstyle that she had and shit. And she's aged like spoiled milk 10 times over and shit. And she wants to sit up and bitch. And that's indicative, it's a metaphor for what we go through in the community, looking at you old broads ruining the young women and shit. And your weak ass husbands and your partners in life don't have the balls to come over and get in the middle of that shit, break that up like a referee, and take the girl somewhere else so she can have a chance, okay? The black community is in a shithole because these unrealistic expectations, and you guys having Stockholm Syndrome and shit, giving yourself PTSD and shit, and everybody else around you. You're walking disaster zone and nobody wanna fuck with you. You're no fun and shit. You're downer and shit. Even when you're in a shitty situation, if you two motherfuckers can work together and shit, you can get out of that thing post-haste. Have some discipline. You have no discipline. You have the minds and the behaviors and the spending habits of children and shit, which is why the minority majority panders to your fucking ass, bar none and shit. I ain't gonna bring any politics in this shit or pro-blackness or any of that bullshit. You need to change your shoes, change your habits and shit, okay? This female is not worth shit. I would not give her shit if I had money, okay? She's not getting shit. I ignore her if she talked to me. Kings back in the day, when I was just going to my first year of college and shit, like the first couple of days I was there, I was getting my classes and everything, met 2 women and shit. The one I will talk about right now is like kind of chubby, baby face chick, and like, brown skinned chick, big old BBW chick. She started out the bat on the wrong fucking foot with me, even though I was, not tested. Okay, I was not the guy I am today. Okay, but even back in the day, the first shit she was talking about to me, and I didn't know her from sin. I was more interested in the other female, much to my detriment later. I was not even, I was wet behind the ears. And this female, the first shit coming out of her mouth is how all the women in her family wear the pants in a family. I wasn't even thinking about that shit, okay? Now, she might as well come up and pop out her boobs and shit, or show me what she got going on in the back porch there, but no. She started talking about how other women control the men in their family, and that she'll control me. And I told her, I said, good luck with that shit. You ain't got no chance and shit. And I'm looking at the other one over here. I'm looking at the other one, and the other one I'm looking at was looking at her, like, thinking that was humorous. I guess I don't know what the fuck bitch was thinking. That other bitch had the greatest poker face even to this modern time. Okay? Actually, it was an evil look, The look on the other one's face was like that fucking vampire from that second Blade movie, that Nomak guy, that last super vampire, when he was telling Blade, hey man, it's cool, he just bit the Blade's woman. He's looking at it with a straight face. That's the look the bitch I fucked up and got with had on her face and shit. But this other bitch had a goofy looking face. And she looked like, these basic females that you see walking about, like, especially in the Shy and shit. These, refrigerator built, beanbag built motherfuckers, just barely cute, with some curves and shit. And the first thing come out of my mouth was about subjugating my ass. And I didn't know shit about shit. I didn't know nothing about life. But I knew to give her the middle finger. And I just never entertained that shit. I never entertained that. She got so irritated in her ego that she took me to lunch, and that lunch was interrupted by the subject number 1, who appeared and promptly proceeded to grab a chair from another table and slam it down and sit in between us and just looking at both our faces. And I didn't know shit from a hole in the wall. And that was really the last time I saw that broad and shit. And that brings me to today, looking at this goddamn clip, because this chick is the same as the other chick. I want to be as boorish as I never was back in the day and shit, when I was, in the fog of misandry and shit, having been raised in a matriarchal system that was detrimental to my personal development overall over a fucking lifetime. I want to say to her, like the asshole once told me, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You need to take a look in the mirror and shit. You don't rank for that. You don't have the credit rating to get what you're asking for from a man and shit unless you got one hell of a grift going and one hell of a scammer. You've been, chasing this motherfucker and handcuffed yourself to him since he was a baby, and he somehow managed to succeed in spite of you, not because of you. This is the riddle of still why, a lot of dudes just pulling the ripcord, bouncing about his bitch, or pushing the ejector button and getting ready to hose this around right now, just bringing them down and shit. Okay? You don't rank. Okay? You don't get nothing. You get what you deserve. That's what you guys have been telling us for decades and shit, and I'll just clarify that, but I'll put in the translator how you guys say it to us. Niggas ain't shit. Kings, keep your head on the swivel. Protect your bag, please, goddammit. Protect your bag is all they seem to want because they're infantile in the mind. Above all else, do not make fallen women stewards of your family. Definitely not the mothers of your children, because the children are your future, your legacy. That's why SPM people save yourself, black men. All praise to the Most High.
The Black Patriarchy. A non-existent group of fictional black male power brokers not discredited, erroneously jailed or outright killed by the minority majority who look the other way as they work tirelessly to shame, oppress, and outright take out the altruistic black female populace of the honorable democratic United States of America. 3K's inset bitches. These evil wealthy members of the black patriarchy are the sole reason for all the ills of the black community, walking, talking, holding down jobs, and doing everything up to and including giving their very lives in service to their baby mamas and baby's motherfucking kids. Their motto that strikes fear into the hearts of black women everywhere: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.